Dude,
How are you?
yo, Gary, good man. Thanks. How are you?
Good man. What's your name?
My name's Chris Cacciotti from Sudbury, Ontario, Canada.
It's a pleasure, Chris. Between the five hat and the work hard, like I'm feeling you already.
All right, yo, Gary. This hat is local Sudbury professional basketball team, the Sudbury Five. So I obviously had to wear. I'll send you one.
I appreciate it.
And there's a story that you told about, and I'm fascinated by it, where you went to the Knicks game with the ugly sweater and sat courtside. And that kind of had a whole bunch of attention on you and on the Jumbotron. And I kind of applied that. Yeah, Sports Center. When I go to basketball games, I sat courtside for the inaugural season last year, season tickets on the court. And I wore this like fuzzy, flannelly kind of colorful jacket, red pants that the whole stadium can see, and I became like a super fan almost. So that was built on the back of that story that you told with the Knicks ugly sweater.
I appreciate it, Chris.
So first off, I want to start off. I know you don't hear compliments, but I know that you're very interested in legacy. So I just want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for all of the guidance that you've been giving me from afar for the last 5 years. I mean, you drive home so many important concepts, and you've really changed the way I think about a lot of things, and it's really had a massive impact on my life. And you're actually changing the course of humanity, I believe, by making things like patience, hard work, empathy, kindness. You're making these cool, and you're impacting not only my generation, but younger generations, the older generations. You're impacting the entire planet, and you are going to reach your goal of everyone on Earth knowing who you are, and when they do, you're going to make the world a much better place. So I just wanted to start off with that.
Thank you, brother.
What you can help me with is I work for the YMCA of Northeastern Ontario, so in the not-for-profit sector. And I got there by, after 9 years in the private construction industry, worked my way up from site superintendent up to a junior partnership offer, but it just wasn't lighting my soul on fire. It wasn't making me happy. I wasn't really passionate about it.
Yep.
So, but it was making good money, and I had an opportunity to make a lot of money for my family and provide for my family, so I kind of grinded it out.
I respect
that. But in 2017, our son was diagnosed in utero with with a really insane and critical heart disease.
Sorry to hear that.
Thank you. And he had open heart surgery on birth, and during the recovery process and kind of taking all this into consideration, I just came to the realization that life is just far too short to be spending it doing something that you don't love. So I jumped in with the Y, and now I feel like I've really found my lane, because I get to use my talent, skills, and passions, and everything that makes me me is an asset and a strength, and I get to deploy that to make the community that I live in a better place.
I love you for that.
Thank you. So the long-winded way to get into this question is, how do I apply the 51-49 rule, or giving more than I take, into fundraising, whereby the main function of my role is to depend on other people's generosity when those people are not the benefactors of that generosity.
By asking them what you can bring to the table. Hey, old rich dude in the neighborhood who can actually afford to pay a check that will help the YMCA, even though none of his family or people he knows are there. What can I, Chris, in any shape or form, bring you in value? I'm not kidding.
Right. Yeah.
Like, that's actually the answer. I think fundraising is I think it's one of the most interesting moves in fundraising. Instead of doing what most people do, which is try to guilt or play towards one's bleeding heart, I think the question is, what can I do for you?
Right. Okay.
You'd be shocked. I mean, I've seen things, because I'm quiet with what my fundraising, but I'm on a lot of boards. I do a lot of stuff, and it's wild what some of the answers are. Like sometimes the answer looks like, my daughter's struggling with swimming, and you or your best friend happens to be a great fucking swimmer, and it's literally, I'm not kidding, it's literally check to YMCA, your best friend is teaching his or her daughter to swim.
Right. Okay. So it basically boils down to understanding the people you are approaching to be donors.
By asking them what you can bring to them in value. You don't even need to understand. I don't even understand shit. I could walk up to Sir Winston Thompson and be like, hello, Sir Winston Thompson. What is the most interesting things to happen in your world? The reason I'm sitting here, luckily our friend Karen put us together, is I want you to write a check to the YMCA because I'm passionate. Here's my story. My son's heart condition. That already puts you in a good spot. I'm here not looking for you to write a check out of the goodness of your heart because I want to make this practical. What on earth can I help you with? I'm a social butterfly. I'm connected to a lot of people. I have a lot of my own skills. I will believe for you in return for what you want because I want you, not even for me, I want you to give that money to the YMCA. That is a fucking killer pitch.
That is a killer pitch. Right. Okay. So
the end.
The end. Just
Chris, the end.
Approach people, ask them what they want, or approach people, ask them what they want, and give them time.
And obviously, the way that you approach it, your success rate will be on your cadence, will be on your skill set in asking. Some people are going to be dopey about it. Some people are going to walk up to somebody and be like, "Yo, what do you want?" And it's like, oh, they're like scared. They're like, like you have to find your cadence, your tact, your ability. But it is the punchline of the question. Period. It will outperform every other way you go about it. It would work on me. I don't want to see your fucking picture of the fucking playground you're going to build with my money. I don't care about the cute picture of the kids. Of course I do. That is a given. I understand that to be true. It's not that I don't care and I'm heartless. It's that I know what the fuck you're up to. The YMCA is super branded. I get it.
Right.
What I want, like if you come at me with what do you want from me, I'm like, wow, that's powerful.
Right, because no one's really, it doesn't seem like in the fundraising world that a lot of people are taking that approach.
No, not at all. Everyone, I tell my nonprofit friends all the time, you're audacious. Just because somebody has money, why the fuck should they give it to you? My brother has Crohn's disease. I want to give that money to that. I have highest the foundation to help my family get out of Russia. I want to give to that. Like, why am I, people want to give to things that they care about, not what you care about.
Right. So then a way to kind of sweeten the deal is on top of the altruistic nature of it, what's in it for me, basically.
100%.
What can I do for you?
Yep. And if you end up fucking, shoveling snow,
There you go. I would shovel snow. I do that.
Me too. Life's about value exchange. And too many people look at the people that are in a position to give and they just think that they should give. It lacks complete empathy. It lacks any kind of kindness. It's completely audacious. It's an unbelievable, as if it's just not fair. You don't know anything about them. You don't know how they made their money. You don't know what they're doing currently. You don't know their actual situation. People just fucking think that they should, as if like, hey, why aren't you doing this, Sir Winston? Writing a $10,000 check is easy for you. You don't know.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
You don't know shit. So ask for what you can bring to the table. Period. End of story. Guilt, and expectations don't work.
No, I'm not into that. I'm not into guilt. I'm not into playing the victim in any way, shape, or form. I mean, that's one of the major kind of mindset that I have, and again, based on two major themes that you preach: accountability and gratitude. Is that accountability plus gratitude is a choice. A choice to say when you're presented with a difficult decision, you have a choice to either crumble, use it as an excuse, and kind of break down, or to push through, develop as a human, and actually come out on the other side.
Chris, ask people what you can do for them.
Yeah. Okay. Sweet. One more thing. So I've just in January, I launched a children's book. I wrote a children's book. 10% of it's going to sick kids. I actually sent one to your office a couple months ago. I don't know if it made its way to Misha and Xander, but
I appreciate it, brother. I'll ask Lou and Alex. I'm sure they're watching, or Dustin will let them know. I'll look for it. What's the name of it?
It's called My Very Excellent Mother Just Served Us 9 Pizzas. That's not that. Yeah, it's a pseudonym for how we learned how to memorize the names, the order of the planets growing up when we were in school.
I love that.
But checking in on that wasn't the reason for this question. It's actually a tactical question on. I just basically, the way I've been marketing these books is like guerrilla marketing on my personal page. I've sold like 700 units, pushing 800 units. I'm getting consignment deals. I'm getting like corporate buyers are buying big bulk numbers.
Do you have a Facebook group?
I don't have a Facebook group. No, I started a Facebook page, but I've been slacking on getting it going. Same thing with Instagram.
Facebook and Instagram are your two platforms for this book.
Yeah. Okay. And what kind of content pillars do you think independent publishing co could
one about you, one about the book, one about the first fans of the book, just the content.
Right. And I gotta say, Gary, that a lot of the support that I've gotten off the initial phases of this book have been completely predicated on things that I've learned from you and about like personal branding and giving more and no expectations and everything that's been happening with this book has basically been built on kind of the model that you've been preaching since I've started listening to you. So
that you executed. I have super admiration, brother. Lots of people listen to me. Most don't execute. Keep doing it.
On you.
I love you, pal. Talk to you soon.
I love you too, bro. Take care.
Nice kid. Like that dude's energy a lot. All right, let's keep it moving.